All right, everybody. So I've got this rock right here, and I don't know if you saw my attempt at root over rock kind of bonsai of a Japanese black pine, but it was pretty fun. So I'm going to try this big piece of granite right here, which last winter, this past winter, I was drilling and drilling and drilling and doing stuff, and then it split right in half. Believe it or not, just right down the seam like that somehow. But it's got super cool character. So I'm going to do something tree-wise, and I'm trying to decide if I should do this North Light Dawn Redwood, which is kind of a dwarf Dawn Redwood, which already kind of has a cool shape. Maybe this bald Cypress. Advantage of that is it's very fast growing. Or maybe this pixie Japanese maple. So I'm going to put all that into that pot right there somehow, some way. I'll keep you updated here. Okay guys, so now I have moved the pot that was over to the right over here, and I moved it to a spot that I think I can just keep it there for, you know, all this year, all next year, next to the pond so I can see it. I placed the two halves of the granite boulder in there and lined them up the best I could. And now I've got to make a decision on which tree is going to go in there. And then I will put these two cut pots here around the rock, fill it with soil so the roots will grow around the rock. Okay, let's see what I created. So I decided to go with a bald cypress that I already had in a bonsai pot, and it already has some nice trunk on it, and so I went ahead and planted it in there. One reason being that it's very fast growing, and I didn't want to wait forever to find out some slow growing thing didn't take. So you can see just the very tip of that granite boulder right there. This is planted down kind of in that hole. Hopefully the roots will go wrap around that rock and go down to the pot level, and then eventually I'll root away all this stuff and hopefully have some cool cypress tree growing around an old ancient rock, which will look super cool. Or it doesn't take, and this was all kind of just of a waste of a day. But either way, it's always fun, the anticipation of waiting to see what happens. All right. So that's a root over rock of a bald cypress.